So hello everyone, this is the 100th day of my journey to improve my communication skills. So today I'm very happy and glad to share with all of you that for the past 100 days I have been continuously uploading a video on the YouTube so that I can improve my communication skills, and I improved a lot. With this journey I learned a lot of the new things which I shared throughout the videos, and whatever I learned every day, whatever the small steps which I took every day, I mentioned in the form of the video on the YouTube, so that when I will become successful, so that I will get to know that I will memorize these days, I will watch these videos, how I start my journey and where I am today standing. So this is the main purpose to start this journey, and I will continue this journey because this is just again just a beginning, not an ending. I have to work a lot on my communication skills, technical skills, my body language also to express the thoughts, to talk with people who are in higher position with my who are my batchmates. There are different scenarios where you have to change your attitude, where you have to uh, control on your emotions. A lot of the things which I have to learn, and I know that if I continue this journey, I will definitely become best version of myself. So yeah, and one more thing which I learned is, so from the past 3 years, in my engineering degree, I didn't utilize much of the resources due to a lot of factors, because I I don't want to blame anybody. I just want to blame only myself, because I give time to the useless things which is not necessary for myself. And one more thing, I don't have a capacity or that kind of power to say no to the people. Whenever somebody asks me to help or any kind of stuff, I just let's go, and I just wasted and assumed my 3 years of engineering. I didn't learn even a single line of the code in the first 3 years of my journey. But yeah, it's more about to just start anytime, anywhere, because there is no time for the learning the things. You can learn it any age, anytime, anywhere. And in the today's environment, there is a lot of bunch of resources of the information in the internet. You can grab the information, and if you are really interested, because when I started my journey in the tech field, I really not interested to join the tech field because I never made any project, I never give any presentation, I never give any kind of the stuff which gives me to that hike to develop my communication skills and to represent myself in front of the people. I always take it as a backseat. But now I am realized that that was my biggest mistake, because until or unless you are not facing the fear, that fear will become a permanent, and nothing is nobody is judge you. And as if I talk about my personality, everyone is getting fear from me, afraid from me. The reason is I am only not believing in myself. That's why I'm not able to grow. So yeah, with this journey, I learned a lot of the new things, and I will say to know the people if I think that it's a useless thing. I will try to avoid the friendly gossips that is distracting me from achieving my goals. So yeah, that's all about which I wanted to share this. So coming to my communication skills. So today I again read the book The Power of Positive Thinking. So in this, Arthur mentioned a lot of new things, like he mentioned that you have to keep your mind free of all the stuffs, and whenever you wake up in the morning, uh, do some meditation and put some positive thoughts in your mind. And whenever you are thinking negative, just try to avoid it and just throw out the thoughts that and when you throw out the negative thoughts, then only you have to put the positive thoughts, what you wanted to become, how you can achieve that goal, what you are doing for achieving that goal, these kind of the stuff. So you have to do regularly, then only your mind become stronger and you can do anything in your life. And first of all, build the self-confidence and self-esteem, because if you only don't believe on yourself, then who will? So yeah, this all I wanted to share, and which is all about in the book Power of the Positive Thinking. And today again I encountered with the words whose meaning I don't know, and I put the words in the chat GPT, get the meaning, get the sentences on the each word, and then write down in my personal notebook, or we can say that personal diary, in which I am continuously writing the words whose meaning I don't know, so that I can make my vocabulary skill on the edge level on the epitome of communication skills. So basically, which I want to share is I was thinking that the words which I am learning is I'm not using day-to-day life. It's not important you are using the advanced words in your day-to-day life. More important, you should know the meaning of that. It's not necessary you're using to day-to-day life. And if you learned one thing, you will definitely forget the word on another day. And if you again revise it, then after 1 week, you will again forget the words. So what you have to do is just revise it again and again. Whenever you woke up in the morning, just read out the words which you wrote down the last night, last week, last month. So if you're doing this way, you will definitely recall it will store into your permanent memory. Because I still remember that uh, Hanuman Chalisa, which I continuously used to read. I didn't try to remember it. I just read it regularly for 2 or 3 months, and after 2 or 3 months, each line of the Hanuman Chalisa is still captured in my mind. So this is all about the consistency. If you're doing something consistently, you will definitely improve in that field. That I noticed in my own personal experience. So yeah, coming to this is all about my communication skills and listening. I watched podcasts on the YouTube, and mostly to for the past 1 or 2 weeks, I mostly watch the podcast regarding the interview sessions and the maps, road maps, how the people get selected. Companies like big tech companies like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Walmart, all big tech companies, what their requirement, how they are getting selected, even in the era of AI, where AI is doing every work. So you have to adopt the things. It's not there is no job in uh, there is no job in the market, because one line the striver said touches my heart. Like, uh, become the best and छीन लो मतलब if you want something you have to become best and uh, grab the opportunity, become the best in the field, because if there is only one job, I don't care, I am the only one who will get this. So this kind of the mindset you have to build. You have to work hard to build such kind of the mind or disposition. This is basically which I wanted to share. And coming to my technical skills, today again I solved three problems of the lead code. One is the daily streak problem of the lead code, which is basically today problem is very easy. It is basically to find the GCD of a sum of first and even and natural number. So what is the problem state that given n is given, so we have to find the sum of n even numbers and then sum of n natural numbers, which is very easy because for even number we know the formula 2 into I, and for odd number 2 into I minus 1. So with this formula we will get to know even and odd numbers, and we will calculate the sum stored in the variable sum, and then we will find the GCD with the help of GCD function, GCD of first and second number, and then return the answer. And another thing is which is the main concept behind this problem. So if you calculate the GCD of some of the first and natural and even and odd numbers, then we definitely get again n. It is basically we can say that it is basically a statement or a generalization where you can get the same output as an n. And it is the formula for first n even numbers is n into n into n square plus 1, n into n square plus 1, and for the odd number is n square. If you solve it again and again, we will get the common as an n. So this is all about first problem, to find the GCD of the sum of the first uh, n even numbers and n odd numbers. So the second problem is binary search. So today that array related problems are all solved, and searching related problems begin in the Strivers A to Z DSS sheet. So the first problem is binary search. So before starting the binary search, I just wanted to explain a little bit concept of a linear search. Suppose you have in a dictionary, you have to find your name. So if you apply a dictionary, if all the names are in a random manner, how you can search it? You can go to all the pages one by one, flicking all the pages and finding your words, and it will you. And there might be a case that your name will be in the last of the page or in the middle of anywhere. It can be happen. So it took a lot of the time to improve this. That's why the dictionary is stored in a sorter manner. And sorter manner, you can apply the binary search, which is a wonderful solution to solve, to find an element in an array or in any kind of real world problems. So how the binary search approach is applied. So basically, in every steps, we are dividing the array into two equal parts and find the mid of that. After finding mid, we will check whether the key elements which we are going to find is uh, less than the mid element or greater than. If greater than, we increment the low element plus 1. If it is less than, we decrement high element by mid element by high element by mid minus 1. So this is a basic approach to solve the binary search problem. And more important, I solved it both iterative and recursion way. Recursion basically you have to call a function again and again, and we set the parameter of low, high, and insert function. And we call the function for the two cases. If mid is equals to k, then return mid, and if first case, then call the function again. If second case, then call the function again. So this is basically for the recursion of binary search. And the time complexity is big of log to the base 2 n. So how it came, like if you talk about the number, total numbers are 8. So first half 4, second half 2, and third half it's all over. So how much steps are there? 8, 4, 2. So basically 3 steps are there, 2 to the power and then 1, 2 to the power 2 to the power 3, which is basically equal to 8. That's why we use here logarithm, because if you calculate the um, logarithm of 8, you will get 2 to the power 3. So this is basically to time complexity of binary search. And then coming to the overflow case. Overflow case is basically when you are calculating the mid and you are adding low plus mid. If the low is maximum of integer and the high is also maximum of integer, then what you will do? It will throw an error because you are initialized with an integer. So in this case, you should either initialize low and high as long, or you can use a formula which is basically derived from mathematics. um, Low plus high minus low divided by 2. So this is with this formula. If you solve this, you will get again that low plus high divided by 2. So in this way, because if you minus high minus low, it will give you a 0, and then you will never exceed the limit of int maximum. So this is the basic which I studied in the binary search, and it is very simple problems which I studied in my second sem. Then I just cramming or mug out the things, but today I got to know the real concept behind the binary search, how it's working, how the overflow conditions happen, and then similar problems I solved on the binary search concept, which is why I find the lower bound. So, but basically lower bound is, so suppose given a number n, like uh, we have to find the nearest greatest number or smallest greatest number of that n, that is basically lower bound. So I solved this problem with a linear search, then with binary search. So this is all about which I studied today, and today is not finished. After making this video, I will revise all the topics. I will try, because today uh, I didn't work on my writing skills much. I have to work on that, and I have to read a lot, because I was just reading 1 or 2 pages daily. I know that that's not enough. The more you read, the more you get the knowledge. And there is one proverb: the the more you know, the more you will get to know you know nothing. So yeah, with this aim, I will start my journey to improve my communication skills. And so I don't even know what I am speaking. Does it really make any sense? But yeah, it's not about to regretting or to to keep the words in my mouth. It's all about to spit out the words whatever you're thinking, because you will improve only when you try to do something. If you just thinking, you will never improve, and that I noticed from the past 3 years. And with this journey, I learned a lot. So yeah, that's all about day 100th of my journey to improve my communication skills. And I thought that this is the longest video, whatever the videos I posted in the past 99 days. This one is the longest video, and the reason is simple, because today the feeling is different, because 100 days is basically given edge or given different kind of energy in the body. so I am not able to stop my communication in front of the camera. So yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for if you like this, if you like the if you like this video, please share, subscribe, and even if you don't subscribe, I really don't care because my goal is not to monetize this channel. I just came here to improve my communication skills, to improve my technical skills, to uh, share my journey so that anyone who is watching this video will get benefit from this. They will get to know what is the benefit of consistency in their life, and they will also start making videos or whatever they wanted to do rather than just making excuses. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.